that sound, no? Okay. Sound is form of energy. You have done in our class also. Sound is form of energy. It is produced by vibration. All vibrations do not produce sound for us because we have the limits of hearing the sound. Yeah, we can hear the sound only between 20 Hertz to 20,000 Hertz frequency. Sound below 20 Hertz is called infrasonic, above 20,000 Hertz is called ultrasonic. Both the sounds we cannot hear, our ear is not sensitive to that sound. That you know. Okay, now next one, difference between light and sound wave. What are the differences between light wave and sound wave? Light can travel through vacuum, sound cannot travel, sound needs a material medium to travel. Speed of sound in air is quite low comparatively, it is 340 meter per second, whereas speed of light in air is 3 to 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Just have little idea only about it. Sound can travel through vacuum, but this one cannot. Sound is a mechanical wave, whereas light is an electromagnetic wave. That's what. Sound cannot travel through vacuum, whereas light can travel through vacuum. You can't hear sound in the space. Underwater there is no vacuum, there is a medium you will hear. Underwater you will be able to hear the sound, but not in the space. You need some medium for its propagation. You need some medium. Yeah, sound is a mechanical wave, light is electromagnetic wave. Sound is longitudinal in nature, light is transverse in nature. You will find in the notes also, but just keep in mind, probably they will not ask, but just have an idea about it. Okay, these are the point of differences. What are the point of similarities between sound and light? Point of similarities, what are they? Both are form of waves and energy, and they follow the equation. Both of them follow the equation V is equal to F lambda. You will find this thing in the notes also, which you will be getting later. I will send it. V equal to F lambda, where V is velocity, F is frequency, and lambda is wavelength. So this equation is valid for sound as well as for light. Where V is the velocity, in case of sound we take the value of velocity 330, 340, this kind of value, and in case of light we take 3 into 10 to the power of 8. And one thing unknown we can find out using that. Okay. Now another similar property between light and sound is that both of them can be reflected and can be refracted. Reflection of sound is called echo. Now your topic actually begins from here, echo and its properties. Okay, examples. What is an echo? They say the sound heard after a reflection is called an echo. Curtains are put in that is for the reflection of light. No? Walls are painted with this one to avoid the regular reflection of light. Now, if there are large number of reflecting surfaces, a series of echoes are heard. The series of echoes are called reverberations. What are the conditions to hear a distinct sound? Distinct echo? We say number one, the minimum time of hearing an echo should be 0.1 second. Second one is the minimum distance between the source and the reflecting surface must be 17 meter approximately. 17 meter approximately. Third condition, the height of the reflecting surface should be large as compared to the wavelength of sound. And the fourth condition is the loudness of the sound should be sufficient to to produce an audible echo. You may be standing at a distance more than 70 meter, maybe 100 meter to 50 meter distance, but your loudness of the sound is very less. Then you will not be able to hear the echo distinctly. So loudness also is a criteria there. Loudness must be sufficient to produce an audible echo. So at the time of echo, we use the formula V is equal to 2D by T. You know why we use this formula? Because from one point the sound will travel, hit the surface and then return back, going and coming. So going distance from one side distance is D. Echo has to go and return back to the same point, then it is an echo. Then coming back distance also is D. The total distance traveled by the sound will be 2D. That's why we write the formula twice 2D by T. And why the minimum distance becomes 17 meter? The reason is because velocity of sound may be 340, 330, this kind of value. To the time value is 0.1 second. To hear any sound clearly, the minimum timing is 0.1 second. So on the basis of this, we can calculate 170 into 0.1. The distance value becomes 17 meter approx. In air, this is the condition, minimum distance condition in air. If it is water, it will be different. The distance will be more distance is needed. Because velocity of sound in water is 1400, nearly 1400. So using that, we have to do the calculation. The answer will come 70 meters, 70 meter. That is, to hear an echo in water, the minimum distance must be 70 meters, 70 meter. But in air, it is 70 meter, 17. So that part you have to know. Now, but always remember, when it is one side distance without any echo, sound is traveling and you are hearing it directly. When any sound is heard directly, then formula will become only D by T, only distance by that time, only one side motion. But if it's going and returning, then it is an echo, the formula becomes twice D, 2D by T. Okay. What is the use of an echo? We say principle of echoes are used for the purpose of ranging. To range means, to know the distance between the 2 points. Suppose just to find out the distance of one point from very long, from a point which is very far, distance between them, 2 far points, we will be using the principle of echoes. Because the formula is V is equal to 2D by T, we find the value of distance. If the time of the sound to travel and return back, time of echo is known, we can easily find the value of distance. Distance value will become Vt by 2. If you make distance the subject of formula. So principle of echoes are used for the purpose of ranging. Ranging is to find the distance between 2 points, 2 far points. And the most suitable wave, sound wave for finding the distance is ultrasonic sound. Ultrasonic sound is most suitable. Why? Because it contains large amount of energy and it has very high directivity. Due to high directivity, it will not divert on the way. It will go straight away without getting scattered, and it will go hit the obstacle and return back. And it can travel. It can travel very far. That's why ultrasonic sounds are very useful for the purpose of echoes. And another thing, the ultrasonic sound cannot cause any noise pollution. Though it contains very large amount of energy, it cannot cause any noise pollution because people will not be able to hear it. The sound will go without making any noise. No sound will be heard by people. It will go and do its job. It will go and return back. What? 20,000 hertz above no is ultrasonic. That is containing large quantity of energy. Animals like bats, dolphins, they make use of the principle of echoes to whales also, like many animals are. Don't choose any particular one, but these are just having idea of it. Whales only can hear. That I don't know, maybe. But listen, the question may come on bats. Name two animals which work on the principle of ego, which make use of the principle of ego. Bats and dolphins, you can say. Bats, they do not have ears, but how they are able to, they don't have eyes also, how they are able to identify the objects, obstacle on their flight. They produce, please listen quietly first, okay. The bats, they produce ultrasonic sound, will travel through the air without getting diverted or getting scattered, hits the obstacle and return back. And they can produce and hear both the ultrasonic sound. So they can easily make out what is the obstacle on their way, and they will be changing their track so that they do not collide with the obstacle. And the devices like sonar and radar, they also make use of the principle of echoes. Sonar, what is sonar? Full form of sonar? Sound navigation and ranging. Sound navigation and ranging. It is used to see an object under sea, underwater. See an object. Over there, this machine will send ultrasonic sound, will go inside deep down, and then return back in the form of echo. And the best part of ultrasonic sound is that we can easily change into image by a technique called ultrasonography. So sonar will convert the ultrasound into images, then we can see. We cannot hear, but we can see it in the form of pictures. That will give you the idea what objects are lying underwater and at what depth. They will find a depth also using the same formula, ranging, that V is equal to 2D by T. V in the water is 1400, and time will be noted down, how much time it takes for the ultrasonic sound to go and return back. Then on that basis we can even calculate the distance, what is the distance of that object. Even the radar full form is radio detection and ranging. Radio detection and ranging. Radio is radio waves. In radar, ultrasound is not used over there. Radio waves and microwaves are only used because they are the communication waves. They go, their speed is equal to the speed of light. They have the property of the speed of light. They can travel through even vacuum. So they will go and hit the flying object in the air or even in the space. Hit and return back and give the image. They contain much large energy as compared to the ultrasonic sound, and they give you a clear picture of the flying objects in the space or in the air. Over there, ultrasonic sound cannot be used or cannot be preferred. The reason is ultrasound cannot travel through the vacuum because there the flying objects may be in the space where there is no medium. So ultrasound cannot reach and cannot give the picture of the object which is flying in the space and all. If the object is flying within the air, then ultrasound can do, but even the radio waves and the macro waves images will be more clear because they contain large amount of energy, larger quantity of energy. So over there, name the type of waves. Suppose question comes, name the type of waves used in radar. Then you say radio waves and macro waves. Yeah. And in the sonar, what is the wave used? We say ultrasound. Ultrasound or ultrasonic sound. Okay. Ultrasound is very useful in the medical science for the purpose of sonography, to take the picture of delicate organs such as heart, kidney, liver. So many delicate organs, pictures are taken using the ultrasound technique. And the ultrasound, which we cannot do X-rays because X-rays are electromagnetic in nature, is harmful. It has got very high penetrating power. So we cannot take the picture because they will damage, X-rays will damage the delicate organs. So we go for ultrasound or ultrasonography. I hope you understood. Now, what is supersonic? You have done in class 11. So what is supersonic? Yeah, supersonics are the objects that travels faster than sound in air. Faster than sound in air. Any object which travels faster than sound in the air is called supersonic. I think you have the idea. Now, now we will be problems on the echoes. Okay. And the formula is simple. V is equal to 2D by T. So one thing unknown, we have to find that. Usually distance will be unknown. They will ask you to find the distance. That is the main use of echo. Echo is used for the purpose of ranging to find the distance between the 2 points. So I pick some questions and do. Then you can just get the idea about it. Question says a man is standing 25 meters away from a wall, produces the sound and receives the reflected sound. Calculate the time after which he receives the reflected sound. If the speed of sound in the air is 350 meters per second, he has to get the reflected sound. That is, the question is talking about echo. So use the formula V is equal to 2D by T. Velocity of sound in the air is given 350 given. Because the speed of sound varies, like day to day, it depends on temperature. Last year you have done all that. Temperature, it depends upon frequency of sound, depends upon the density of the medium and all those factors. Time is distance also given 25 meters and time is unknown. We can find this will come 50 by 350 cancel 1 by 7 seconds. We will divide this 1 by 7 seconds. The answer will come 0.143 seconds. Will he be able to hear the echo distinctly? Answer is yes, because the timing is more than 0.1 second. Or even we see the distance. Distance is 25 meters, which is more than the distance of 17 meters. We will be able to hear it clearly. Okay, now next question says a radar sends a signal to an aeroplane at a distance of 300 km away. Radar and the aeroplane, the distance is given 3 km. After how much time is the signal received by back after reflecting from the aeroplane? You have to find the time. Time taken by the signals to go and return back. That is the formula is V is equal to 2D by T. What is the value of V we will take? This is ultra. Radar uses radio waves and microwaves. The velocity value is 3 into 10 to the power of 8. Always. Distance is given 300 kilometers. 300 kilometers will be how much meter in meter like 1000. Time is unknown, we can find time. 3 plus 2, 5 0, then this will cut. 3 0 will be left. Here we are having 3000 is equal to 2 3 is 6 by T. Time value will become 6 by 3000. 6 1s are 6, 500. 1 by 500 you divide. Answer becomes 0.002 seconds. This much time it will take. It will take much shorter time. The reason is because the speed is very high. 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Speed value may be given in the question or may not be given. Even if not given, we will take this value because this is radar. Radar uses radio waves or the microwaves. So we use this value. Okay, now next question says this echo. Baba, this is not the sound, no, this is not the kind of sound you are supposed to hear. This will be only giving you the picture you will see. This is not about the sound echoes, because sound speed cannot be 3 to 10 to the power of 8, no. Okay. Now next one. Question say a pendulum has a frequency of this question. This type question came I think last year or before last year. A pendulum has a frequency of 5 vibrations per second. An observer starts the pendulum and fires the gun simultaneously. He hears echo from the cliff after 8 vibrations of the pendulum. That is, one echo is getting after 8 vibrations of the pendulum. Speed of sound in air is given 340. Find the distance between the cliff and the observer. So formula is this only. Velocity of the sound is given 340. You have to find the distance. Timing not given directly, but we can calculate the timing. The pendulum is vibrating 5 vibrations 1 second. You can use unity with 5 vibrations, timing is 1 second. So 8 vibrations timing will be how much? This like unity with this equal this 8 into 1 by 5 seconds. 8 by 5. We can divide or we can just leave it like that. Here we get 8 by 5. 5 will come up 340 is equal to 2 into 5 d by 8. Now we will calculate. 5 to the 10 and the 0 I'll cancel together. 34 into 8. Answer is 272 meter. That is answer. This time timing is not given directly, but it is given indirectly. We can find using unitary method. Okay, understood? Okay. Next question. Next question says a person is standing between two vertical cliffs. There are two vertical cliffs. A person is standing in between, and he is producing a sound. Two successive echoes are heard at 4 seconds and 6 seconds. First echo is hearing in 4 second time, and the second echo is hearing in 6 seconds time. Find the distance between the cliffs. This distance you have to find. This distance is unknown. The speed of sound in the air is given 320. It is given in the question only. First echo he will be hearing from the nearest cliff echo, and the second echo he will hear from the farthest cliff. Time of the echo from the first cliff is given 4 seconds, and from the other one is given 10 seconds. Then from here till here echo timing is 4 seconds. From here till here the echo timing is 10 seconds. How to find the t value? We use the same formula. V is equal to 2d by t. What is the total time from here till here? We'll add 4 plus 6. Sorry, 4 plus 6. Timing value will be 4 plus 6. From here till 6 second timing. The total time is will be 10 seconds. V value is 320 given twice distance. Timing is 10. So we calculate the answer. 2 this will go 160. This coming 1600 meter. Answer. Though this question we can do part wise also. We can take this distance as x. Find the value of x, take this distance as y and find the value of y. Using the same formula, v is equal to 2x by t, find x. V is equal to 2y by t times 6 seconds, find y. Then add them. Answer will come the same. So you can do either of the way. Yes? Okay. These questions you will find in the notes which I will send later, okay? Because the chapter is not completed with the other groups, so you will get it later. But these questions are there, even you can see the video and write down the question. Next question says, a person is standing between two vertical cliffs and 640 meters away from the nearest cliff. Again, same type of question. A person is standing between two vertical cliffs and he is at a distance of 640 meters. 640 meters distance is given from the nearest cliff. Produces sound, is making sound. He hears the first echo after 4 seconds. First echo he will be hearing from the nearest one. The time is 4 seconds here. This time is 4 seconds. And the second echo 3 seconds later. What is the meaning? What is the total time of hearing the second echo? 7 seconds. First echo is 4 seconds, the second echo 3 seconds later than this. Then from the beginning only you count. 4 plus 3, how much it is? 7. Second echo is hearing 7 second time altogether. 4 seconds in the beginning and then 3 seconds later than this. Then the total timing of hearing the second echo is 7 seconds, and that will be from the farthest cliff. Here distance and time both are known, we'll find V. Formula is V is equal to 2d by t. Twice distance is 640, timing is 4, we'll find answer. 2 will go 320 meter per second is the value of speed of sound in the air. Now question is find this distance. Distance between the cliff. For that distance, how much is the timing? 4 seconds plus 7 seconds. 4 plus 7, that is you can write 11 seconds. Now we use the formula again, 2d by t. Velocity is 320, just now we found. Distance 11. 2 and this can cancel, 160. The value of d is coming 1760 meter. Answer. Though this question we can do like this, this part I take as x. Find the distance x using the same formula. V is equal to 2x by time. Time value will be 7 here. Find the value of x and then this plus 640 you add, answer will become this only. 1760 only will be the answer. Is it okay? Yeah. Problems are easy. Now, another question is, another question is the man is standing in front of a vertical cliff, fire a gun. There is a man standing in front of the cliff. This is cliff. He is firing a gun and hearing the echo. After 3 seconds, from here to here, the timing is of hearing the echo is 3 seconds. Then the man moves towards the cliff. Distance 82.5 meters he moves, and he is coming now closer. Now the time of hearing the echo is 2.5 seconds. The question says. Two things you have to do. You have to find the distance of the cliff from the initial position of the man, and also you have to find the speed of sound in air. Okay. There are two methods of doing this. I will do this way. First, I will find the speed. What is the timing for this part? From here to this 3 and from here to this 2.5. What is the timing duration for this part? Will come 3 minus this. 3 minus 2.5, that is 0.5 seconds. Now use the formula V is equal to 2d by t. Speed is, we have to find twice. Distance is 82.5 by 0.5. We'll cancel it out. Answer will come 330 meters per second after we do the calculation. So we got the speed of sound first. Now question says find the distance of the cliff from the initial position of the man. For that the timing of echo is 3 seconds. I can say for a equal to 2d by t. Velocity value we found 330. We put distance. We have to calculate such a distance for which the timing is 3. Now we get answer. 2 and this will go. The value of d is coming 495 meters. Answer. Okay. This is one method of doing. You want to see the second method, or this is okay? What do you say? Now you just see there is no harm in seeing. So if you want to see the another method, you see it without subtraction method. Okay. This distance I take first distance is d. So we will be writing the formula v is equal to 2d by t. Velocity we have to find, distance also unknown, but timing is 3 seconds. Equation 1. For second case, for the point B, V is equal to 2. Distance will be what? The total distance is B, and this is 82.5. What is the remaining distance? B minus 82.5. Timing is 2.5. This is equation number 2. Left hand side is equal, right hand side will make equal. Right? 2B by 3 is equal to twice B minus 82.5 by 2.5. These two will cancel. Now we will find answer. Point you can remove right 10 here, we can cancel 5 5s are 5 2s are. 5 will come here, cross multiply 5d. 3 2s are 6. 6 into d minus 82.5. This is 5d, this is 6d. 6 into this multiply, you get 495. 495 will come this side, this will go there. 495 is equal to 6d minus 5d. So 495 meter is the value of d. The value of d we put, this is like the d value we put back and then we find d. Therefore d is equal to twice 495 by 3, cancel, you get the answer here 165. Therefore d value is coming 330 meters per second. This is another method of doing the same question. And this is shorter, you can do this way. Even question may come that the man is moving away from the hill and firing the gun again. This time he may be hearing the echo after longer time because it's coming far away, so the time duration will increase. From before it will be more. But our method is really the same way we will do. Okay? Yes? Okay. Okay, Rapchi. Thank you. Now, 1 year back, it was slightly tricky question. The question was that they were showing a hill, and this was river. There was a boat over here. There was a ship out there, and there was the shore over here. Shore. There were one man was on the ship. There was a man on the ship. There was a man on the shore. What here? Okay. The man on the ship fires the gun. And this man is hearing two sounds. Question says that. The man on the shore hears two sounds after the man on the ship fires the gun. In 2 seconds and in maybe 3 seconds or maybe 2 seconds and 4 seconds, let us say. First sound he is hearing in 2 seconds time and the speed of sound is given. The speed of sound is given 320 meters per second. The question. Did you understand the question? What the question says? A man on the boat or on the ship is firing a gun. This man is hearing two sounds. Question doesn't talk about this man, but this man is hearing two sounds. In 2 seconds and 4 seconds. Find the distance between the man on the shore and the man on the ship. This distance we have to find first. And the second part of question says find the distance between the observer of the ship and the hill. This distance we have to find. This one. How to find? I am sure first sound this person is hearing directly through the air, directly without any echo. For the first sound, we like for first sound. Which formula you apply? Tell me formula for the first sound. V is equal to what formula? Only d by d, not 2d, because only one side motion is going directly like this. Directly sound is going directly like this. At the same time, sound is traveling like this and then returning back. Okay, V value is given 320. Distance we have to find, time is given 2. What is going to be coming here? 640 meters. The first answer comes. Then distance with the shape and observer is this one, 640 meters. Second part. Next time he is hearing the sound in 4 seconds, this person. But how is he hearing? Because that second sound is hearing by the way of echo. That is from where the sound is traveling, hitting the hill and then going to the person there on the shore. Okay. Yeah, now V is equal to what is the formula now? 2. We'll see what is the total distance traveled by the sound. We have to find this distance. This distance is D. This distance is D. How much distance is traveled by the sound from this point? Because this person is firing the gun. From here the sound is traveling and reaching the person over there. How much is the total distance traveled? Tell me. 2D. What to tell? This side is B, then again this is B, and plus this one extra also from here to there. The value which you already found 640. So here 2D plus 640 you write. Total distance traveled is 2D plus 640. Upon time of hearing the echo is suppose 4. Write 4 here. V value is given 320 is equal to 2D plus 640 by 4. We'll do cross multiplication. 960 is equal to 2D plus 640. Then we find. This is slightly tricky question. Is equal to 2D. Therefore, D value will become 160. Other cases, we used to write only 2D because this person, whoever is making sound, and this person is only hearing the echo. Oh, this one. Okay. Let us correct it then. 4 to the 8, 4 to the 12. 250 minus 640. How many does it come? 640. Yeah? Then answer will come 320 meter. Okay. Calculation part we have to see. If the timing is 3 seconds, we write 960, then answer will come 160. What is it? These questions we cannot use 2D by D because he is not the man who is hearing the echo. That person is hearing the sound. So at the time of hearing the sound by this person is given 4 seconds. So this person is hearing the sound. When the sound travels, how much distance? That we see. This at D, again this at T, here is again D, 2D plus extra distance. Extra distance we found already 640. Okay. If this person is only the timing of hearing the sound by this person is only given, then from here to there only we take 2D. T20. But this question is slightly different. Okay? Yes? Okay, today we finished till here. Numericals done. Now tomorrow onwards we will be doing the theory part. Types of vibration.